What's up, guys? This is the third video that lost audio, so I'm just going to put some other audio over it. Enjoy.
Let's see, I'm trying to make your sound a little louder.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my mic, so I
Oh,
have
there we
a
go.
I've
There we
gotten
go.
a audio gain filter in OBS
Uh,
now running. For some
uh,
reason, recently it's been going back and forth whether or not it's going to be loud or just deafen.
yeah.
So I need to figure out what the full problem for that is. So I'm just gonna keep a gain filter over my audio because I've already got it set like somewhat high.
Gotcha.
Yep, this is my. Let's see. I had 3 videos pre-recorded, and the audio fucked up for my mic for all 3 of them. So
For real?
yeah,
All for this podcast?
not for the podcast, just for like my normal gaming content.
Oh, okay.
And then I recorded like a little bit of an audio thing with Alex so that way I could put it over one of the videos. And halfway through my audio fucks up and the first half wasn't good enough for like a whole 20-minute segment or some shit. And I was like, well, fuck. So I just deleted it because I'm like, it's gonna be really weird if I have 3 minutes with one person and then the rest of the 17 or so minutes with someone else. so, so I just wiped it. I was just like, I don't know what to do here.
Oh, yeah.
It's all over the place. It kind of made me mad because I was like, on Tuesday I could have had the entire episode edited and everything like that, and when I learned that it fucked up, I was like, well, all right then.
Damn, and you found out all this after?
Yeah, after I had everything recorded.
After editing and all that?
Well, as I get into editing, I skip a part to one part, and I'm like, why does my voice sound so different? Why is it so quiet? And then I go back 20 or so seconds, and there's an audible burr, and it just almost fully mutes my audio, and I have no clue why. Everyone else, Alex's voice was fine. I could still hear it perfectly fine. Mine was the one that was fucking up.
Huh.
Yeah. Really.
Well, that
stupid shit.
But so all this is just on your mic?
Yeah, just on my mic. Everything that's coming through the desktop right now works. It's just my mic. So I don't know if I need to get a separate mic and see what other problems might occur. Because I was looking it up, and people were like, well, you just kind of have to deal with it. And I was like, I don't want to deal with it, though.
Well, aren't you using your headset or something?
Well, I'm using a toner mic to record my audio, and then using my headset just for the listening part.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I got my noise canceling headphones to listen through while it's hooked up to my new mic here.
Yeah, how's all that working out for you?
So far, so good, honestly. Well, I mean, straight up, to be honest, this is my first time actually talking to somebody through this.
Well, it's coming through really, really well. It's very clear. I'm not getting any background whirring noises or anything like you can sometimes hear in my audio.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because of course, once I got this, I've been digging around with it like crazy.
Yeah.
And just finding stuff, and I found this software called Voice Mod.
Okay.
So basically, it can it's a voice modifier obviously in the name, and so tons of different sounds I can make. And right now I have the clean one on to hopefully improve my audio.
Fuck, I'll have to look into that because
that's probably why you're hearing me a lot better.
I'll probably have to download that because that could really take out clicking desktop, the clacking of my keyboard, simple background noise my PC makes when it's running.
And so now I'm just glad that I can finally talk to somebody at least over Discord.
Yeah.
To finally just use this thing for once, to use its actual intended purpose other than me just digging around and talking to myself endlessly. My roommates have been already dude, we know you talk to yourself normally, but you've been doing it more than usual. What's going on? I was like, oh, that's just me messing with my mic. Don't worry about all the extra weird noises. Don't worry about that.
I love how they know. They already know that you talk to yourself a little bit.
Oh my dude, that's like infamous now, like between my friends and me. It's just like all the time. They're just like, why do you still do that? I'm like, do what? Like you talking to yourself. I'm like, I don't know. I like saying my thoughts out loud. I mean, I don't know what to say. That's just what I do. But then, I catch them doing it.
Yeah.
Like at least Humberto, I've caught him doing that several times. I was like, what are you doing, Humberto? He was like, what? I was like, I just heard you talking to yourself. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah, dude. I think I'm starting to rub off on all y'all.
See, I do that all the time. And before, Ariel realized that I talked to myself, she she thought I was like, because I'll ask myself questions just to answer them myself. And so she used to think that I was like trying to ask her a question, and then she'd say like, "What was that?" And I go, "What was what?" Like, I didn't really pick up that I was doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I would be aware that I'm talking to myself because like a bunch of times when I'm just chilling by myself, thinking about whatever's on my mind, I just like saying it out loud because to me that just helps like I don't know clarify my thoughts. Best way to put it.
It's the nay brain.
Yeah, to me it just helps sticks in my mind.
Yeah, I get that.
But then oh, go ahead, man.
People will just think that I'm trying to like have them ask me what I'm trying to say. So I'll be like, I'm literally just sitting here mumbling to myself like, oh, did I do that thing today? Or what was that? Like, what the fuck was that? Right? And they go, they're like, oh, okay, all right. So they're trying to make it seem like, I don't know, that I'm trying to be like pretentious about myself and have them ask me what I'm trying to talk about. It's that nay brain though. It's just it's just for our own help, just to think things through.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I mean, it's like, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure that's weird to a bunch of people, but I mean, to me at this point, it's just like I just don't care. I mean, all y'all agreed to. Some of you lived with me for multiple years, so
we would definitely fit in a psych ward.
I just don't care. And plus, like I said, it just helps clarify things a lot better. So
there's no point in not doing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, to me, there's nothing wrong with that. Being able to talk to yourself, mostly just because sometimes you're just stuck in those situations where you just don't have anyone to talk to. Say like you're having one of those late existential crisis at night, and it's just you and your thoughts. Well, I mean, for me, it just helps talking out loud because it makes it better talking things out to myself.
Ty, I cannot wait till you get into a relationship. And the second that you bring her around the family, she's like, he won't stop fucking talking to himself.
Even when he's sleeping, this motherfucker is talking in his sleep. He will never shut up. Oh, but yeah, I mean, but yeah, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm trying, man. I'm fucking trying.
I understand why people think it's weird, but I think people need to like fucking lay off.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I don't know. Like, I personally don't get offended by it or anything. It's just, to me, that's just something normal, I guess, granted, because I've been doing this for like many years or something. And it's just engraved in my mind.
You trained for at least 12 years doing this.
Oh, at least 12 years. I got 12 years experience talking to myself. If you need any help talking to yourself, just hit me up.
Self-exclaimed expert Tyler Nay.
Oh,
show you the ways of talking to yourself.
It's great. You don't even have to like stare at a mirror. You could just stare at a wall or something. It'll be fine.
Yeah, the whole seminar is a recorded video of someone like just peering through your door, like the crack in your door, and just being like just listening to you talk to yourself. Like you're not talking to the audience, you're just audibly just expressing your thoughts to yourself.
Yeah. If I want a camera on, or it'll just be better for the people that need like serious training, I'll just have the camera off. And like have that usually like as a great example. You'd be like, see, look, I'm technically talking to myself right now.
Yeah.
Nobody can reply to me right now. I'm just sitting around talking to a mic. Granted, like we're doing right now. Hey, except you're replying to me, so I guess that doesn't really count. To be completely honest,
like recording by myself, it is a skill that I need to work on. Is talking to myself more and actually like indulging on my own thoughts. Because if not, it just sounds like I'm a madman. Because I'll go, oh yeah, that's the and then I'll just like stop the sentence there. I'll just stop the sentence there.
Like, oh yeah, that's.
I've realized.
Oh yeah. That's right. It's a.
Yeah, I've realized like, from like the couple recordings I did by myself, I just don't say anything. But that's because like,
for real?
I'm like, well, I don't want them to hear me being weird and talking about this, you know. But that's gonna change soon. I got some more like solo content planned.
There you go.
Yeah.
So of course now, like lately, I've been mostly just messing around with my mic and such, and enjoying like my new monitor and everything. But Humberto the other day, he told me about this game called Osu, OSU.
Okay.
Exclamation point. And it was like, this game was something I was familiar with, but never knew what it was called. And so it's free. It's free to download. And if you remember that game that I used to play all the time called Elite Beat Agents.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah, it's just like that.
Huh.
It like the gameplay of it is just like that. It's a rhythm-based game. And what's great is that you can also download all your custom songs. And what's even better is that all you gotta do is go to their website, look up maps of like almost any song that you can think of, and you just download it. It downloads a file. You double click on the file, and the file itself installs it to the game.
That's cool. That's cool as
fuck. Like I don't have to like drag the file to the same location as like the game files or anything. No, I can do it straight from like the download folder. Double click on it, and it'll open up the game with the map in it. Huh. But then also on top of that, it has two other modes, like a keyboard mode where basically you're playing the piano but on your keyboard off of maps, which I mean my fingers aren't good enough for that, but
that'd be cool though to try and like practice.
But it's something. And then there's like one more mode that's like a drumming mode, but I haven't messed with it. I've just been obsessed with the normal clicking mode and playing all that. And then what's also cool too is that users can set their own backgrounds with video. So like one good one is that I found a map for Cool Patrol by NSP. Yeah. And straight up the background is the whole music video.
That's really cool. That's honestly really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's free to download. So, I mean, I've been obsessed with that lately, just playing that. Just because I'm like, sweet, you know, I love Elite Beat Agents. I wish they would make a sequel. But, hey, this is the next best thing. And plus, I get to have any music I want.
I remember being on, like, road trips with you and Nick and everything. And wherever we went, you had Elite Beat Agents with you.
Yeah.
I remember, it wasn't the YMCA one, I don't think. But there was one song that took you, and I'm not joking, months to beat. And I remember it vividly because every time you were so close to breaking the fucking DS.
Yeah, that was, I can tell you, that was Jumpin' Jack Flash by the Rolling Stones.
Right.
Which, that is the final song of the whole game. Like, that's the final level. And during that car trip, I was playing that on hard. Like, on the hard mode. And like straight up, that took me forever, absolutely forever, because at that point, it expects you to be very precise with your timing.
Right.
And there's like zero breathing room to finish any of that, and basically it's just like if you screw up like one or two times on any part of the song, you're practically screwed. So it's just like you have to be almost near perfect, which months later, I was just sitting in my dorm room at the time, and I was just like, you know, I want to play some more, see if I can get better at this. And I ended up doing it. And once it was done, I mean, I was so ecstatic. Thankfully, I was alone, but because like if my roommate at the time was there, oh my God, they'd probably been like, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? I was like, you don't understand, man. You don't understand.
I thought it was so fucking funny watching you play, because it was like the same for me watching you play like Luigi's Mansion, because you get so mad at these games, and you're like at one point I remember you were so close. You're near the end of the fucking song, and you misclicked twice, and you're like, God fucking, I gotta fucking restart now. It's not gonna fucking count. And
I gotta fucking work. Which, I mean, it was true. It was true at the time.
Yeah, it was true, and it didn't work. You had to restart. But I remember because I was dying laughing. I felt bad because I was laughing, but I was like, it's just watching someone get angry over video games, like especially like you and Nick. It just brings me joy, which sounds sadistic, but it's because you guys like get in that state of mind where all your comedy is brought out because you're so angry, instead of it being like more relaxed gameplay.
Oh yeah, because I mean at that point you're just so mad that you just want to get anything out, just to relieve all of it, just anything at that point, whether it is just cursing all the damn time, or just shutting it, or sounds, whatever. Because I mean it's just, oh man, because I mean it is relieving, and don't get me wrong, like it's not totally fun being mad, but it is relieving while I'm getting that stuff out. But during the stuff, you know, to be honest, I wasn't mad at you for laughing.
Yeah.
And looking back, I can easily laugh at it because, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a rhythm game. I mean, come on.
Well, I remember like when you played Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube, you were trying to like perfect it. So you were going for as much money as possible, everything, right? And I remember there was one boss battle that I remember watching that gave you so much trouble, and it was the one where you fight the baby. Like, you go through, like, the parents'
that motherfucker
boss fights, and then you fight the baby. And I remember, because this one was one of my favorite moments of your rage, and I wish I had it on video, because you're sitting there playing this game, and you go, God, fucking sometimes I just want to hit the baby. I just want to hit a baby. Is that so bad to ask? Can I just fucking hit a baby?
You know, this baby up here is already fucking dead, so I mean, shit. Why would it be wrong? He's already fucking dead, so it's not like I can't do much else to it.
Never seen someone scream about wanting to hit a baby. Like,
and you know, and the funny part is that baby is like the first like big boss fight at the beginning of the game.
It's the one that really teaches you like all the boss mechanics of like, hey, when they throw shit at you, you can grab that. Like,
oh yeah, straight up.
Or whenever you were playing Banjo-Kazooie and you're doing the perfect of it, like 100%, and you got to Grumhilda, and you were like, I remember because part of the boss battle, you fly through the air, right, and you hit her, and at one point, Banjo flies off the edge, and you go, God, I swear to God, Banjo, if you fly off the edge one more fucking time, dude. And your mom just goes, Tyler. And you go, sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. You don't understand. I'm trying to beat this.
It's just, oh.
Oh my God, dude. I will say, you know, I love Banjo-Kazooie. I absolutely, that was a decent like game for my childhood, playing that. I mean, I am horrible at platforms. Absolutely horrible. But so I never went too far in Banjo-Kazooie at the time. So when I was able to play that on the Xbox, I was just like, you know, I'm older now. I understand video games better. Right. Maybe I'll have a better time of playing Banjo. And you know what? I want to do it all.
So I mean, haven't played Banjo-Tooie.
Well, yeah, Banjo-Tooie we started, but honestly, at this point, I have no idea where I'm at. So
yeah, I
don't think that far in the game at all.
Because I want to watch you play that game because it again brings me so much joy watching you rage out over this game. And to be honest, that would be good content for like while you're streaming. Is people watching you play Banjo-Tooie. But
straight up.
I'm gonna follow up with it.
Who did what?
Your birthday gift is gonna be Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Oh,
because
God.
I know if I buy you a game, you're not gonna like just reject it. You're gonna play it.
Oh, I will accept it and eventually play it, but I mean, oh my God.
Oh my God.
To this day, I look at Nuts and Bolts. I'm like, oh my.
It's such a disgrace. Microsoft,
like, come on. I mean, I learned, like, I believe through digital gaming, or no. What happened? By Matt McMuscles. Like that is an awesome show
Yeah.
on YouTube. If you ever want to learn like history about like failed games, he mostly does failed games, and learning about nuts and bolts. It was fascinating how they got there. Basically, like the shortest way that I can put it is, it's they started out thinking about doing a platformer, but the team doing it at the time was tired of making platformers. They wanted to do something like new,
Right.
kind of, or at least something new for them, I should say. And so from there, they just started throwing ideas back and forth about a bunch of random things. And of course, someone eventually got to, like building a car. How can we do something with building a car? And so it went on, forever for them to improve on that. And they're like, so how are we going to make this sell? Oh yeah, we could do this with Banjo Kazooie.
That's just
And and so it's like, wait, y'all started with the making Banjo 3 as a platformer, but then in your thoughts you're just like, we're tired of platformers. Let's make a build kind of racing exploring
Lego
game.
cars.
Yeah, Lego cars for Banjo Kazooie. After like, I don't know, like maybe 10, 15 years at the time since Banjo 2E.
And they teased us before Microsoft bought Rareware. They teased us with that 3D rendered graphics and everything like that with the new Banjo game. Microsoft bought Rareware, and was like, nah, fuck it, we don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
And just dumped the whole thing, like all the work they already had.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, fine, if you're going to go with that idea, okay. But it at least seemed like you put effort into it.
They really didn't.
Like, I understand that, like, they all put hours into it, and I think also a lot of it had to do with crunching. I don't know, I haven't watched that summary video in a long time. But it's just like the end product. It's just like, okay, Banjo around here can build cars, drive around with them, great. Well, what else is there to do? What do I do with these cars?
It's just racing back to back. Like, that's all
it's just, a lot of it is just open worlds of emptiness. Of just like, oh, here's a Jinjo, go talk to him, I guess.
Right,
or
where
I guess there's a Jiggy over here.
It's just, standing there.
And then Gruntilda will show up and it's like, oh, race me, Banjo. And you're just like, well, I guess. I mean,
I guess that's
what
all
else am I going to do with this car? I mean, there's nothing else going on.
I love JonTron's video on
Oh my god, it's so good.
He really put it into perspective for me about how bad the game truly is. The fact that they reference and try to be all like, oh, no one likes collectathon games anymore.
Yeah.
Like, don't shit on the games that made it successful.
And just like that, like argument like that, turn-based games.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of turn-based. I love turn-based RPGs, not just because of like Pokemon and all, but even like extended from Pokemon. Like, I've been playing Final Fantasy right now. I finished Final Fantasy 1 and I'm currently working on Final Fantasy 9, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun with these turn-based mechanics and fighting, because I love the strategy of a turn-based system. I love having to think ahead and outthink my opponents when it's my turn, when it's my selected time to make an attack. Well, here's the thing, like with Final Fantasy 9, which is great, they have this active time battle gauge where the more time you take to take your turn, your opponent can get a free attack in. So if you're not constantly on your toes, you're giving your opponent free turns. Free turns to just absolutely beat you up.
Thank you guys for watching. I have more of that recording saved, so that'll be in future videos. Stay tuned. Thank you.